Hello and welcome to Skigill, the roguelike where the map is also your skill tree. A really cool concept. We've played this game in its demo state. Now it is quote-unquote fully released because you can get the actual game now. They're still going to be updating it. It's still in early access, but they have some more content in the game, including 4 different game modes now, with this little random one too, which is more procedurally generated maps on each run. We won't try that today. Make sure you are subscribed if you want to check out as I go through all the new content in the current version of the game, but we'll try that out tomorrow. I think we'll just start with a base wizard run, and it is good to know it did also carry over my progress that I had from the original demo state of the game, so we're not starting from the bottom of the barrel there. We can start with the stuff that we did have, so we'll go with the regular game mode, stay on the regular difficulty just to do our first run and see if there's some new abilities, because there should be. It says there's like 48 abilities, I think it was, in the game right now. Maybe we'll even, let's see where we want to go. Do you want to do like maybe some more fire or electricity or something? We can head down towards the dodge perhaps. There's more decks down there. Maybe we just go over towards Lollipop Skull. But I'd kind of like to do some elemental stuff, so let's head up towards... We'll go down, we'll hit this chest, and then we'll swing back up, I think, and we'll try to go up towards the left. I guess there's kind of 2 chests here, so that'd be good to kind of get those early. Get the tickle fingers going so we can shock these crabs and go nuts with it. There's even some achievements now, by the way. There's 20 achievements, so we go crazy on those. Poison wouldn't be bad. I'm thinking I might just go crazy with the tickle fingers, though. I might want to turn this audio down a little bit, honestly. I was like... That stuff's going loud with it. I usually try to keep it pretty loud for you guys, you know, because I want you to be able to hear the music and the sound effects and everything, and then just turn it down in post if it's ever too loud. But it's also good to just get it down a little bit while I'm actually playing and recording if I can, because I think that helps out too. This could be good little icicles or something. I think we're definitely going to be calling this ice now. I'm pretty sure that is what it is, because there's all the elemental effects, and it even kind of says that, like in some of the achievements. It's talking about how there's like, you can do a run for an achievement where you use only elemental abilities, I believe it was. So I was like, that could be pretty cool. You use like the fire and the ice and the electricity and the poison, and just use those elemental abilities, so you wouldn't get any like the regular physical ones or anything like that. And I was like, okay, that go kind of crazy. I will grab the fire upgrade just in case we grab a fire ability, because maybe we will. I want to see if there is some new abilities unlocked. I didn't see any new ones like on the skill tree, so I was kind of thinking the skill tree itself would look a little bit different, but it is the same as it was in the demo state. So I really thought there would be some new abilities on the actual skill tree itself. So I was kind of confused when there wasn't there, but you know, maybe they're just more base unlocked in total. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what their update schedule is going to be at, like how much they'll be updating this game up frequently, I should say, but it seems like they have some good plans to keep it updating, which I was like, that seems pretty sick. That's what we want. We want people that are actually taking care of the games. We're going to put them out there and say other people should go check it out. I will say the game is $5, so I was thinking it's usually going to be like around like a $5 price point for a lot of these kind of bullet heavens, so I was glad to see that. You know, I mean, honestly, with this one, I think it's good enough that they could have gone for like a $10 price point, but I think 5 is really good for these kinds of games, because it's just, especially as there's not as much content because you're updating it, it's good to have it at a lower price point so you can get people actually interested, hooked, and then I mean, you could technically raise the price later if you wanted to, but usually you don't really do that stuff because it might be seen as kind of scummy by some players. But, you know, I wouldn't really have too much of a problem with it if the product's improving over time and then you have more content in the product eventually. I wouldn't mind seeing a price increase, but $5 right now. But for the first, I'm not sure how long it's set exactly, but for a little bit at least since the game just came out, it's $3.49. So if you do want to get the game, I'd recommend doing so right now, because it's at a little bit of a discounted price, so it'd be a good time to hop on and grab that. Now I know there's an increase to electric damage, like in the top left, so I'm kind of thinking maybe we chug towards that. There's also just more electric damage in general over here, and then there's another chest right here, and some ice damage here too. We could kind of walk up there and do maybe more of the icicle, since we haven't really gone the ice route on any builds, I don't think. Could be kind of good for us. I think we might go for more of a thinner build here though, like just really try to upgrade our abilities, because it seems like they get pretty darn strong when you do upgrade them. I think that lightning staff is pretty good. It kind of lands down, does some AoE, and drops a little lightning strike. Can be a pretty darn good ability. I think if we get it leveled up, we get them dropping a lot. We get the tickle fingers going like crazy, get our base electric damage up, and just really level maybe like 4 abilities or so, and try to get them all to at least tier 2 or 3. That would probably be a good choice, I think. That's kind of what I'm thinking on this first run. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a run on the fox, because I did like that little rogue character, and I did see they do have like the actual names, right? Because I know we were just gonna call them like the rogue and like the sailor, even I was calling like who's apparently the strong man, quote unquote. Let's do the tickle fingers. I think it's a really good ability. Obviously, as the base ability, it should be pretty good. And I think it is quite good as you start getting it jamming. We should probably head down and actually get this ability too and then keep heading towards chests after that. But they do have like official names, because I saw them in like the news thing that I was reading about the official release. It was like the only 3 characters available right now, which that was something that I was a little bummed about. I thought there was going to be all the characters in the game ready to go. Unfortunately, it is still just these 3 characters. So it's still just the Sorcerer who are playing today, the Fox, and the Strongman. So it is just still those 3 right now, but obviously that you can see, even on the main menu, they have all those guys lined up like they're the frickin' Avengers. So they're going to get those extra characters eventually, right? So that is going to be a thing. So if you're like, maybe I wouldn't want to get the game until there's more characters in it, completely understandable. Or maybe you just want to wait till they have more interesting abilities or anything like that. Understandable. You know, waiting on games like this is something I'll do sometimes when I see it. I'm like, the game looks good. I definitely know I would have fun with it. But at the same time, I want to make sure that it's worth what I pay for it, right? So far, to me, with something like I said this cheap, and especially since it's starting on sale right now, I definitely think it's very worth it. Looking if I want to go up here, and I think I do. Let me look where this node is exactly. This is the one I'm looking for. So let's take it. Well, how many? Let's count. Let's do math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So either way is the same. So maybe we'll just go this way because we're already kind of leaning this way anyways, and there's some more magic damage up here. We can circle back, maybe get some of those like dodge nodes afterwards, because the dodge chance would be pretty good for us, especially because our movement speed's kind of stinky butts. So probably getting that leveled up would be a very good idea for us. We just need these extra chests, to be honest, and we very much don't want to duplicate that or multiply the electric damage, since we especially going for this electric damage with 2 electric abilities. I think that'd be a good choice to go ahead and try to slap that up. Ah! Can you guys get out of my way, please? I really thought I could grab that one without getting hit. Okay, I was gonna say I would get hit again. Yep, unfortunately. And I actually bought that little reroll node, because again, we don't exactly know what that is. I could really use some. Honestly, I will take a couple dodge chance. Maybe that's fine just to kind of get that going a little bit, because our movement speed's cheeks, which we could get a movement speed upgrade here, but I'm like, if I don't get another ability soon, we're just getting so boxed in here, or like an ability upgrade, so we could shoot faster or something. You gotta always be improving in these ones, or else you get really hemmed in. And when you're hemming, you're hawing. If you're a horse, at least. If you're a human, you might not be doing really either of those too much, but, you know, if you want to hem and haw, you can. Expressions like that always remind me of when I was a kid, and I was so bored one day in the summer. My mom was just like sitting there working, and I was like, I'm going to literally die if I cannot do something fun right now. My mom's like, all right, I mean, figure that out. You're a child with an imagination. And I was like, fair, valid point there. Make me. Well, look at this. I think this is one ability that I unlocked actually on the tree, but I haven't got to try yet. Oh, I'm like, hey, I'm just shooting little bubbles. Look at that. So that's good, because we got some upgrades in like our ice so far. So I guess it's kind of like ice water. Was one of them is icicles that we're shooting. The other one is like water bubbles now. So, but either way, this would be good for our electricity. That'll start going a little crazy with it. Hopefully, okay, I did sneak through there. I could keep on the electric damage there, or we could go to a different point. We need another chest for sure. There's one there. So maybe we head towards that chest. What's up here? Oh, well, that's something for our water. So maybe that would be a good choice as well. Maybe we should come up from this way to try to get to that chest, though. Build up, get all this water upgrade, because we do have the icicles and the bubbles. And then go towards this chest, grab that, hopefully upgrade, maybe the bubbles. I mean, bubbles seem like they're doing pretty good damage. I think they might have like a slowing effect on them too, perhaps. So that could be pretty sick. Looks like their lifespan maybe isn't that long, but maybe they shoot more of them, or obviously I think it's just kind of like shooting faster. I think you definitely gain like attack speed, it feels like, on a lot of these attacks as you level them. It is really the feel I always got. Can't say 100%, because again, you can't read it, but that's what I think is happening. And I'm honestly just going to grab these nodes, whether it's down towards where I want to go on the bottom, or if it's up here, because they do kind of circle back to the same spot. So if we can get it, it should be useful. It's kind of the philosophy we've been following on these runs. And honestly, in that philosophy, I'm like, can I grab this and the movement speed? Just because, like, yeah, even just a little bit of movement speed. Ooh! Yo, stop running at me. It's good XP, though. Is very nice, because I could already feel right there. I was like, yeah, I'm zooming a little more. And now we can actually get to this chest, but we need to go get enough XP first. So we'll do a little loop, try to get back towards that. I remember I was just so bored, and I was like, I need something to do. I think my mom was on the phone with my grandpa, and he was like, I have an idea. And I was like, all right, Sage Elder, how could this go wrong? Please tell me what I should do. He's like, you tried twiddling your thumbs? I was like, okay, interesting idea. First of all, I'm 9. What does that mean? Second of all, he told me, and I went, what the hell's wrong with you? Is this really what you did when you were younger? I know, like, you guys actually played with yo-yos for like 5 hours in a row because you just didn't crack the code on like what a TB was particularly. But twiddling your thumbs, if you know what that is, it's literally when you just circle your thumbs around each other. That's it. That's the whole thing. We got that one. Now we got Skull goes boom boom water. And I think the enemies, like, see, they're kind of turning into like Thanos dust sometimes. I think they might explode on death and then like do damage around them. So I think that's what I think that one is. And again, always take my words with a grain of salt. But that's what I think it is. Let's keep heading up here. But yeah, did I twiddle my thumbs, you ask? Yeah, I think I probably did for a second, and then I went, this has not cured my boredom, but it has made me feel worse for my grandfather and what he had to grow up with, because, boy, you guys just had a couple world wars, and then, like, the Great Depression, and then, like, I got depression too, but it's not that great, and then you just twiddled your thumbs for entertainment. Like, that's an L that you gotta respect that they took and just, like, powered on, so you can't really knock them too much on that one. This feels pretty good, honestly. I don't know. I think that really is like, boom, blow up, do damage to people around you when you die, and like the wave clear on it. Look at this, is amazing. I will say one of the new things I saw, one of the modes besides the randomizer one, is also there's an endless mode, so you can just create like a super strong run and just try to take it as long as possible. It's like, that sounds pretty sick. I'm definitely excited to try, like I said, we'll do that in tomorrow's video, the random mode, where it has like the random nodes that are procedurally generated. I was like, that sounds so sick. I'm trying to move down here because I want to get this chest. Perfect. Icicles to 3? Sure. I mean, like I said, I'm just going for this like elemental build, which is really, we're just going like electric and the water right now. And honestly, like, we're gonna just take the water down here, keep leveling that stack, because we have the bubbles and the icicle. Bubbles is just a fun word to say, the bubbles leveled up, so why not, I feel like. There's more bubbles right there I could upgrade. This goes down to kind of like poison. Focus up, focus up. Maybe we just march this way and get this other chest. I know there's dodge chance here too. I wouldn't mind getting dodge chance for sure. Oh my god, look at these guys. Oh my god, we're dusting them. Now that's XP that we need. But I was like, that in endless mode could be fun at some point. I think maybe if we kind of run through the game, you know, we'll make new videos every time like new stuff comes out, especially like new character for sure. Do coverage on that, and then let's go grab this ability. I don't know what it does exactly, but like I said, I can't go wrong with it, right? We'll try out all the new modes, of course. Definitely, if I ever did make this more of like a daily series, because if I could find the time to record, like have one of these out every day, and maybe that might be the only video of the day, but also maybe I could make it to where I have, you know, cover a different game every day and perhaps have a daily one of these. I think could be cool for a little while at least. That's what I'm gonna look to do. Okay, good. That lizard almost touched my cheek holes, and usually I'm into that, but we gotta be careful sometimes. This is more of a water ability, but I'm kind of like the bubbles. Feel like they're doing well. Oh, give me a little iframe or something there, bro. Still touch my cheeks. I thought I got out of that. Oh, there's so much XP up here. I'm trying to get up towards it without getting tickled. But, you know, everybody's got to get tickled sometimes, especially if you live near the tickle monster like me. And he's a resident of my town, actually. He was the mayor at one point, but there were some allegations, and, well, you can guess how that went. Dude, this water node is plus fiber. Let's get the plus fiber. And we'll loop back down and get this chest in a bit if we can. But there's also an ability here is what I was looking at. It's all the magic hats goes into sword, which maybe is attack speed. I'm not sure. We're always, like I said, just doing our best guesses. It's easier for you guys to tell sometimes too, because I'm like in it. Dodge chance, let's go. But you guys can kind of just watch it and see from an outside perspective while you're not trying to dodge these guys at the same time, and probably make a better guess, which I try to do sometimes when I watch it back. But anyways, point being, the game looks like it has some awesome stuff, and I want to just kind of try it, you know, whenever stuff's coming out for sure, and cover it, because I think the game could pop off pretty hard. It already pops off pretty hard, but definitely want to get coverage for it. It's pretty sick. Definitely check out the other stuff too if you've just been watching some Skigill, because I think this is definitely like the game I've covered the most while doing the variety stuff, and the one that people have watched the most. Ooh, yeah, let's keep going crazy on these icicles. Get up to 3. Looks like I'm shooting them pretty often, and they're hitting hard for sure. So, if you want to check out the other stuff, I definitely recommend you go ahead and do so, because I'm making even like some puzzle games. I did a card ballad the other day for Halloween, if you want to check that one out. Some fun stuff. And it's always cool, too. I've gotten a few videos where, like, the devs have commented and been like, oh, thank you for playing the game and showing them off. I'm like, oh, no problem. Which is always just a really awesome interaction to have people that are actually making the games and be like, see their excitement for it, and they're like just excited that you played it and they could show it around the dev team or whatever, I've been told. I'm like, that's awesome. So I definitely recommend you go ahead and check those out. But as for Skigill, I plan to play it as often as I want to, can, and show it off for you guys. As long as you're still watching it, then I will keep playing it. I don't think we really want to go down that much anyways. There's only a minute left in this run, so we're just going to try to survive for the most part, but I feel like we kind of come back up and maybe just try to get as much damage as we can, because there's more, yeah, just regular magic damage nodes here, so I feel like I'm just going to try to pick those up, maybe get towards that last chest if I could for the run-ins, get one more upgrade on something, see if we could really get it going crazy. I do hope, we kind of talked about this in a different Skigill video, where it's like, they don't really seem to have like an evolution system or anything for their abilities, or even like the abilities to combine with each other or something. That's a system that I hope they think about making. Ooh, go crazy on the tickle fingers. I like the bubbles. I want to go crazy on the bubbles. I just want to see them go nuts with it. But that's something I think that they could definitely implement in this game. I'm not going to say easily, because how would I know? But they could implement it, and it would be awesome to see. I think it would just go hard. It would open the game up to like such a wider degree, and just bring so much more excitement to the runs. Because the thing is, in Bullet Heavens, when you do have like evolving weapons, or you can combine certain weapons, like was kind of Vampire Survivors thing, right, where you combine the weapons. So you wanted to get this weapon and that one, you know, get the yo-yo and the mace, and then you can make the spiky yo-yo. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And it's just fun, because then you're beelining towards certain things, and the better at the game that you get, you know what to look for. I'm gonna get hit here so I can try to grab this chest for the run-ins in 2 seconds. Because why not? Why not get bubbles to go crazy? There we go. Big dub on the first run. We'll do one more run. I try to keep the videos around like 30-ish minutes. We yapped for a few minutes at the beginning of this one, so after doing that run, do one more. It'll take us to around there. Hey, and we got our first achievements. This is only the beginning, and win a game with the Sorcerer. Sick. I think we'll do one more game with the Sorcerer. We got a lot done that one time. That looked really good. And then we'll hop over and try out the random mode on tomorrow's episodes. Like I said, check that out tomorrow, but we're not at tomorrow yet. So let's go ahead, try this. Maybe we'll even try the harder difficulty with this guy and see, because I haven't tried the harder difficulty yet. I've only been doing the regular difficulty, so this guy should be stronger. And I'm like, maybe we didn't really see that many fire abilities there, you know? So I'm like, I don't know if I really want that. And I think the poison abilities I just haven't really been that impressed with. So it might be kind of a similar run, but I feel like at least at the beginning here, I kind of want some magnet upgrades. So I'm like, what if we kind of start a similar path, head down here? You know, I don't want to skip chest, so we will just grab this first chest because it's like the closest one, and then we'll head top left. Maybe go towards that purple over there because like some magnet upgrades that could kind of crazy. Maybe it could be a fire build. Oh, cool. Do you only shoot out the front of me? Looks like it. Interesting, but I can kind of like spin with you, do a 360, almost blow it out the back a little bit. That's interesting. That could be a good idea to walk towards some fire nodes later, maybe unlock some more fire abilities. Because we have this too. I mean, maybe we do look towards like a sort of a fire build, because this is like meteor, I think. Yeah, that's right there. Like drops a big meteor zone. That could be kind of sick. Maybe let's think about that. I mean, there's a fire thing right there. I'm pretty sure fire is this way, right? Yeah, look at that. 2 times fire. That kind of looks like an area thing. Well, you know what? There's magnet nodes up there. We already got 2 chests there. It's kind of bad to like start that direction and then just turn around, but I think we can make it work. There's going to be higher health enemies and everything here, so it's a little dangerous to maybe go for too much experimenting, but I think we've got to make it happen. So let's give it a try. We'll try to get to this chest really quick so I can get... I need another ability that kind of like aims itself, I think. So these guys just walk into that, yeah. And if we can spawn these little fields everywhere, combined with the fire, everything's just burning, we get the fire damage up. I could see that going pretty crazy. So I think that for right now is kind of what I'm trying to do. Because when the lizards run at you, you can light them on fire and then just kind of turn around and run away the other way. Hope they run into a big field of the meteor. And Tickle Finger's still good to upgrade, I think, but I don't know, like, is any of these like an area? Because I think one of these is crit. I assumed it was like this one, but I'm looking if any of these are maybe like area of effect. You know what I mean? Because that would be nice to see. Because like, did that get bigger right there? I don't think so, but I also just don't know. So what does this do? You get hit, and then maybe it slows down enemies a little bit, maybe? I don't know. It's you just don't know sometimes, which is fine. It's experimenting, right? And there's some magnet upgrades here is what I was looking at too on the map, where I was like, okay, we can walk through these magnet upgrades and then kind of bonk up towards... I guess we'll get this ability after the magnet upgrades and then walk over here, grab this chest, and keep going to the top right, because that's where all the fire upgrades are and where that specific fire ability is. So we'll start down here and then we'll kind of go up from there. Every now and again, I'm just going to turn around, hit the enemies behind me with the fire, and then go back where I came from. But you do laps around enemies in this game anyway, so I feel like the fire kind of just always being active and you can kind of throw it around is definitely a good thing. Because look at those guys, like they burn out and they had the lightning tickle fingers going, obviously, so it's not like it was just the burning that killed them. But, because the burning's doing, what, 17 ticks, and the lightning's doing, like, I don't know what that's, like 35 maybe? So, looking at it like that, I feel like the fire damage is actually pretty darn good. Let's grab this chest, and then we'll go back up, I think, because I think that fire ability is up for the most part. It's like top right, it looked like. We can always check our map and just make sure, which I definitely recommend you do. If you're going to play the game, definitely try to pay attention to your schedule. Like, just press this every now and again and be like, okay, yeah, we want to go up after this. So we can grab this chest and then go back up here and, you know, go towards that ability. But it's good to keep that stuff in mind because otherwise you do get kind of lost because this thing is pretty huge. And I got to imagine maybe in the procedurally generated one, maybe that'll matter more. I'm kind of interested in that one, like how much tougher is the procedurally generated one, because you can't just go to the places you know are good. Honestly, a lightning strike would be good too. I'm kind of thinking if I can cover like the entire ground with these meteors, because look at this, they're kind of stacking up way faster now. So like if I can just get as many of those going as possible, try to cover as much of the ground as possible, and maybe if this upgrade we're going towards here equals like the more fire nodes you have or more fire stat you have, the more AoE you have, maybe I could really cover the ground with those things too. It's kind of like right now, that's my thought. So that I could just have a ton of meteors and just be like the Meteor Man. So that's kind of what I'm looking for. I think there's an achievement too for winning a run with no abilities, like past level 1, I believe it is. So it's like, you just have to be a very widespread build, right? I think it's literally called building wide. And they have a cool few achievements that, some of them are like kind of themed. I think there's like a Legend of Zelda one almost, where you get like the boomerang and a bomb, and I think you do it on the fox because you want the hook shot. So, you know, I was like, that's cute. There's little things like that. So at some point too, we'll try to go out of our way and make sure we can do some achievement stuff. Because I would like to, if you didn't know this, I'm not like an achievement hunter guy, but there's a few games that I do have 100% on, only like a few, and they're usually like little clicker games or something that I like to play, and like maybe if I get 100% a clicker game, then I stop playing it at that point, so I'm like, mission accomplished. But if you get 100% on a game, so one of them, like I've always talked about, is Soulstone Survivors, my favorite bullet heaven. I do have 100% in that game, and don't touch me. Alright, let's see, is our AoE way bigger now? That's what we need to check here. So, I mean, something happened there. I mean, it just looks like it says, like, fire bigger. Maybe the fire spreads between the enemies when I do that or something. Or I think the fire is just doing more damage in general, but I have been picking up fire nodes too, so I'm not sure. Either way, I mean, it can't hurt, right? We keep saying that, but it keeps being true. Let's go crazy on those meteors. That's what we want to be. We want to be the Meteor Man. Oops, did not even see that. My bad. But I did 100% that game when it was, like, way earlier on. And then every time a new achievement comes out, I do technically still have like the 100% of that game. Because if you 100% a game at any point, even if they add new achievements, you technically keep the 100%. But if someone looks at it, it'll be like, you know, clearly they don't have all the achievements, but then you'll see that they have the 100%. Because as long as you 100% it at some point, you do keep it. Which I think is cool. Do I want to go up here? What else is up here? Oh yeah, for sure go up here. Oh yeah, we definitely want that. Because we definitely know what it does, so we should grab it. So whenever a new character or something comes out, or they add new weapons, usually you have to like build those weapons, like get those new achievements. I don't go and do that, but I'm like, if I could finish all 20 achievements in the game, which hey, we already got 2 in Skigill right now, before they like make more, if they are going to make more at some point, which I assume they will, like new characters will probably be like, okay, let's make there's the new character, the diver. I think it looks like one of the characters might be called that. I don't know, he looks like a diver. Or like the dragon, like went around with the dragon, but like, yeah, you would do that and then re-unlock 100%, but you would already have the 100% for the achievement. So you're gonna need kind of a achievement hunter in there. It's a little tech for you. You ever see a game you think you might want to 100%? Do it as early as you can, because and then later on, it's not as much of a worry. Now I think we're kind of getting to a point where we're gonna get swarmed a good bit more. I'm gonna get this last fire node and then figure out where the heck we want to go. Because up here is mostly magical damage. That doesn't seem bad right there, but I definitely don't want that. There's a chest there. Is there any other abilities here we might want? Let's just head back to the top. There's some magnet upgrades here, which I wouldn't mind getting. I'm also like, maybe let's just get these magic upgrades here and branch over to the ability from up here, and then we can go back down and get the magnet upgrades, because I'm not sure what this node does. Take a shot every time you hear me say that while we play this game. But based off another run where we had it, my guess was that it, like, when money attracts to you, that any enemies it goes through, maybe it hits them and does damage. That's my guess with this node. Again, I don't know that for sure, but that's what I think. So we'll go ahead and grab it. You see how the money kind of like swirls around you, the XP, whatever you want to call it? I think maybe that like hits enemies when you pick up that node. Once you have that, maybe that damage scales off your magnet? Who knows? Not me. And you shouldn't be surprised by that. All right, I do want to upgrade like the tickle fingers, but I feel like, you know, we have so much investment in the fire that like now is the time to go ahead and really dump into it, burn everybody on there, and hopefully they, oh yeah, they actually, oops. I was gonna say dying pretty quick, but then I got punched in the face. So trying to get to that node so we can unlock it. Oh, I don't have enough XP. Please. Yep, thank you. I felt like that one was smaller than it said it was. It felt like I was touching it, but then apparently I wasn't. And I was like, am I actually not touching this? Probably wasn't. You're kind of like looking more so where you have to run as well, so you're not always necessarily the best eyes for yourself, which I'm my only eyes, so if I'm not my best eyes, then that's a bummer. It was also completely possible that my XP bar wasn't completely full there, and I thought it was, because sometimes, again, you know, it's just up on the top, and you didn't completely get to see it. There's a chest down here, so there's kind of 2 chests around here that I think we should be going for. We'll go for the chest in the top left more so first, and then hopefully you can come back down and grab that chest below us after. So we can just keep getting these abilities leveled up, I think. I kind of want to see how far they go, because like look at this one. It looks like it's basically, maybe that's max for it. I'm not sure. I don't know. But I'm like, I feel like you kind of fill up the circle there, so that's what I would think. Or you fill up like a little diamond with all the triangles. So I assume that's kind of like max level ability. But again, I'm not for sure on that, so kind of just guessing, which is fine. You guess until you know. And then once you know, then the excitement's gone. Because then you're like, it's like where you see a hot girl and you think, hey, she's nice, I should talk to her. And then you realize you were wrong. But at least you know now. So there's a little comparison for you. Maybe a bad one. I don't know. That's up for you to decide. I'm kind of thinking there's that node that I think maybe just literally raises elemental damage just in general. It's way more towards the beginning. I think it's literally like here. Yeah. So like maybe we go back to where we started and try to edge up towards that. And you know we love edging on this channel. I could even go here and go towards it, because there's a chest right there, but it's right here, correct? So we're right there, so we need to go up. Get these little pink guys, which again, I don't know exactly what these are. So I think the blue sword, I think that stat is attack speed. But again, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that one is, because I think the hit marker thing, looking thing, is the crits. So I don't know exactly what those are. But either way, I mean, picking that up can't hurt. So we'll get that, and then I think I'll head towards Rainbow Lollipop Skull down here, because that seems to usually be a pretty darn good ability, too. At least it seems like it usually brings my damage up a good bit. How much is the burn hitting for, is the question. 30? Is that 34 ticks on the burn? I think it is. Oh, darn, I was going to say, I think I'm going to get tickled here. Not in a fun way. Tickle monster be doing that to you sometimes. Just non-consenting those little tickles, but you got such little fingers, it's kind of like, you know, you just gotta get in there with the tickles sometimes, I guess. I wouldn't mind coming back and grabbing that chest, because I definitely feel like we need to keep these abilities getting upgraded. I'm trying to hope I can literally burn through that horde, and I did. Because now we can grab this, and I don't know again exactly what it's gonna do, but we're gonna hope it's something good. And I bet there's some chests up here too, and in fact, well, I know there's some chests up here, so let's go towards them. And if we can grab this chest, it'd be sick, and I got so much XP there, so we'll be able to grab that pretty easy. And maybe I'll go for that dodge chance, because it seems pretty darn good. The lightning strike would be nice. I kind of feel like the tickle fingers is our most, like, direct damage and stuff. And this run is kind of about testing, I feel like, about how good a more narrow build is, where you kind of just have a few crazy good abilities. So right now I'm going to try to kind of focus on just the few abilities we have and see how nuts they go. And then in a different run, maybe we'll do that wide build thing. I think the attack speed go kind of crazy here, especially with those meteors, because we're trying to get those coming down wherever we can. I'm just going to try to burn through these guys. I feel like I can. I'm definitely noticing the increase in health on this difficulty, but it's nothing, like, insane. It's definitely just like, okay, yeah, they're tankier, but it's not like they're unkillable, which is good. It was like a 20% increase, I think, which is usually just, you know, something you're going to notice a little bit, but not like maybe feel to a crazy degree. But that's how it should be, because you don't want it to just be like, here's easy mode, and you're like, okay, yeah, that's really easy. But then here's normal mode. Okay, that's a little bit of a difficulty jump, and you go to hard, and it's just like, this is impossible. And then it takes all the fun out of it. But there's a good level of challenging, I think. So maybe we'll settle at some point on sort of like a medium difficulty that's like in between a lot of these that we can play for most of our runs. Because I assume even like on the random runs or like endless runs, you probably still have to do a difficulty selection there. So, I don't know. But maybe that's a thing we figure out in the future. I was just grabbing these dodge chances right now, to be honest with you, but I want to circle around and... what's over here? This is the... well, that could be nice, whatever that is. We do have a good bit of that stat. Okay, got it. That scared me a little bit. Like, we'll just keep getting dodge chance, rip it down towards that, and try to get whatever that ability is. So what is it down here? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? I don't know. Oh, look at this. Well, I think that's the one that's like money goes to attack speed. I actually would really like that. There's some dex here too. Not that we necessarily, or really at all, technically want dex. I don't think any of our abilities are scaling off dex at all. But the XP, money, whatever you want to call it, going to attack speed, which I think is what this does, would be pretty darn sick, because I'm not sure if the flamethrower is one thing, is scaling at all off the attack speed. Maybe it's increasing its burn damage or something. But that's something to me where I'm like, it's a constant ability, so if you get attack speed, does it do nothing, or does it improve some other part about it? Usually you just hope it improves another part about it. But hey, I want that. Hopefully this attack speed can just rip a bunch of meteors out there, because I want them to keep just crushing. And obviously the tickle fingers are going crazy too. And I'm also, that's what I've wondered about the tickle fingers in different runs, is like, does it increase its spread count, like its number of times it arcs, which I'm really not sure about that one, but we can get a little closer to finding out, I guess, by continuing to upgrade it. It definitely seems like it arcs more when I upgrade it, but here's a fun fact, and you're not going to believe this one. There's that ability, by the way. I went the completely wrong way, but it actually worked out pretty well. I don't know, so believe that or not, but, you know, you probably can't believe it, because I actually know everything about this game. That's something I was talking about earlier, videos with this, where I was like, I really can't wait to see, hopefully people get on this game and actually like join it, and it gets like a little community behind it, so people can come in and figure out exactly what all these nodes and stats do, down to like the percentage or something, because then those people will like log that somewhere, and then you can just learn it and become a better player off of their hard work, and that's always great. Darn, none of these are like really elemental. I know the stars are pretty good. What do you scale off of? Yeah, just give me the stars. I think for the most part, kind of set anyways. I was hoping I'd get another, like, more magic ability, kind of. Maybe something else elemental or lightning. I would have took, like, that lightning rod ability or, like, the lightning strike if I could have found it, but didn't see that anywhere, so it kind of is what it is. So it's like a 1.5 increase times 1.5 increase to something with this stat. I think that stat that we have right here is just kind of got a times 1.5 across the board increase, so it probably did nearly doubled, and I wasn't really looking at it when I picked that up, but that's probably what it did. And we have 32 of it, so I feel like that's pretty good. We have, what, 23 seconds left in this one? So I'm kind of just trying to... Yeah, I mean, with the flamethrower, you do push through these waves like, way better, I gotta say. Huh. I mean, this feels pretty strong for not having that many abilities, right? And especially not knowing what the pink node here even, like, is. I don't know. I'm trying to, like, give my best guess to what this stat is, because I really think a different one is crit, and then I think a different one is attack speed. So I'm like, what is this one? Maybe that one was... I think that was area? Maybe it's like, projectile speed? That's a stat that they do in some games sometimes. That was a good run, though. Beat that up. And off of beating that, I assume we unlocked the difficulty above it, which we did, so we can go 150%, 120% there. Very crazy. Oh, look, we unlocked this new game mode, too, by the way. This is one of the last new game modes, besides the random and the endless, which is a tree, it's called. And I forget exactly, I don't know if you guys can see this when I shift tab here, but it's like, grow the tree yourself, shape it with your choices, and navigate among the nodes. And I was like, so I think you just kind of go up with it and keep following these nodes. And I'm like, that sounds really cool. So to try that one out, we're going to try the random one out. So get excited in the next 2 episodes if you want to see those different game modes. Then I'm definitely excited to check them out. So make sure you are subscribed, liking the video, leaving a comment, checking out all my links in the description, especially joining the Discord server if you want to talk about the game or anything else with me. But I really appreciate you guys. And that is going to do it for me today. So as always, have a great day.